They have a decent monthly income, but they're still living paycheck to paycheck. Their monthly income is $11,411. Their monthly expenses are $9,627. They should have $1,784 left over. Many times, the amount that we should have left over goes missing, and most of the time, that's going to happen in the miscellaneous spending category. She also mentioned this timeshare here was one of the worst decisions that she's ever made. Please do your research before signing up for a timeshare. There's a lot going on in this miscellaneous spending column. I would move the food and the gas up into the home expenses because those are a necessity. Remember that the miscellaneous spending column is the easiest place that you're going to be able to cut from if you need to free up more money to pay off other things. The loan payments are also definitely hurting them every month, but the good thing is once we go in and make a loan payment, the balances on those loans are getting lower each month. A lot of times it feels like we're not making any progress because we just keep making these monthly payments, but if you track the balances of your debts, you will see some progress there. Once they pay off the debt, they'll have an additional $3,000 in their budget that they could use to spend on things that are important to them. Let's look at doing velocity banking. We take the income, find all of the cash expenses, which are anything that have to come directly out of your bank account. You cannot pay them with a credit card. These total $4,523. This leaves $6,888 that we can pay to the credit cards. We could pay $2,000 to these three cards with the highest balances. That's going to have those balances report lower, which in turn will help our credit score. When we're doing velocity banking, we're learning to use our credit cards responsibly. We're increasing our credit score because the balances are reporting lower. We're saving a little bit in interest, and we also earn rewards when we use the credit cards back. We can turn that into cash back to help pay the debt off faster. Now, of course, they're going to charge us some for interest. Let's say that's $608. So after the interest gets taken out, we still have $6,280 that we freed up that we can use on the cards. Then we go back in and put all of those other expenses that were not cash expenses back onto the credit cards. In this case, these total $4,383. This would mean we've paid the credit card balances down $1,897. If the credit card balances are not going down this much, we need to go through and take a hard look at the miscellaneous spending. I would look at the last 2 to 3 months of bank and credit card statements, write out exactly what was spent, put it in categories, and figure out where you're overspending. A lot of times, it's not our monthly bills that are putting us over budget. It's the extra spending that we're doing that we may not be paying attention to. Velocity banking does work as long as we're paying attention to what we're spending. And the hardest part is planning exactly what we will be spending each month.